And happy Tuesday, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If this is your first time here, I'm Sly. And if not, welcome back. So, tonight we've got a lot of stuff to talk about. This has been an exciting week, and we hit our 1,000 subscribers. So, I'm super stoked about that. Thank you all so very much. I keep kind of pinching myself to remember it's real. Um, and look at this. Randy is on go tonight. Hello, everyone in Sly. How are you, sir? Sorry about last week. It was kind of a hurried thing, and I didn't know how long I'd get to take that spot. So I just made it really short and sweet. So I'll make up for it tonight. And Mookie says, let the show begin. Welcome, sir. How are you doing? Uh, so we made 1,000. So what does that mean? That means another giveaway. Okay. Uh, when I did 500, I did a giveaway, and now at 1,000, I'm going to do another one. And I will make a video, probably drop Thursday, as far as to the 3 prizes. But I am giving away 3 things this time. But I wanted to give you guys, since you guys are so loyal and you're here every week, and I appreciate that so much. I wanted to give you guys kind of a first look at what the giveaway is going to be. So we have a Wandrd Fanny Pack in the Yuma Tan color. Really nice fanny pack. Just a bit big for me, but for a normal size person, it'd probably be great. And then the Ulanzi, the PB008 camera shoulder bag, which a lot of people really love this shoulder bag. Again, I've got my equipment kind of, I'm almost shooting exclusively now with a action camera, so I haven't carried my mirrorless camera in quite a while, so I don't really need a shoulder bag, but this is a good one. So if anybody likes the Ulanzi shoulder bag, there it be. And then the third thing is this OWC travel hub. And even if you don't have to use it just for travel, but this is how I live stream. This is besides the computer, the laptop, this is the brains behind the live streaming remotely. And they don't even offer the 5-port anymore. Now they've gone to a 6-port, which the only difference is it has a LAN connection and the 5-port does not. But I'm usually, when I live stream, I'm on Wi-Fi. So I don't really need that LAN connection. But it does have an HDMI and I have to look. It has an HDMI for an external monitor, which I don't use. It has 2 USB-A ports and a USB-C port and a card reader. So, and it has its own cable that you can't lose because it's attached, and it's USB-C, and it's attached to the bottom. So, and it just, there's a little hole right there. It just sits on the desk, plugs into your, I have a MacBook Air, so it plugs right into it, and everything I need, the external mouse, what else do I plug into this? That may be it. Oh, and the microphone. Duh. But they just plug right into this, and then I'm off and running. So I have found it to be really useful, so I want to share it with you guys. And I will try to get these out by Christmas. Continental US only. Sorry, guys that live in Australia. The shipping has just gotten prohibitive to ship overseas. But so those are the 3 things: the Wandrd Fanny Pack, the Ulanzi Shoulder Bag, and the OWC Travel Hub. So let's see. Mookie says, "Oh, I have Wandrd Camera Bag in that color. If you happen to win it, ship it to me, Randy." That's hilarious. So yeah, that is an awesome color. I love it, but it's just too big for me. I mean, if you look, turn it right ways around, it just I've tried it on a couple of times and it just doesn't feel comfortable. The one, I don't even have it up here. The one I carry most of the time, well, I have two. The Belroy is probably one of my favorites, and then the Alpaca Flight Sling is my other kind of go-to. So, if I'm going on a longer trip, like I just got back from Vegas, I took the Alpaca Flight Sling. It's a little bit bigger than the Belroy, just a smidge, but it still lays flat. And you know that I seem to have a real problem with feeling like a turtle if things stick out too far, and so I don't like that. I like it to be really close inset to my body. But so yeah, those are the three things. And um, let's see. Oh, Mr. Greg made it in here. Hello, Peter. How are you? Welcome home. Thank you very much, sir. Um, it feels really good to be home. Yeah, I love to travel. Don't get me wrong, but it does feel really good to come home and sleep in your own bed, and you know, it just there's nothing like home, right? And I have to get ready for Christmas, so I got my little tree put up, changed the colors to Christmas colors back there. Uh, and Randy's laughing at Mookie. He's saying, yeah, no, I want that. Mookie says, I also have an accessory pouch, medium, I think. Yes, I have every color of the accessory pouches except black, green, and the tan. But I have the blue, the orangey color, the yellow, the purple, and I love them. I absolutely adore them because they just fit everything just right. You can wear them as a sling bag, and the mediums have that front lined pocket, which is the perfect size for my phone. Yeah, so I'm a huge Wandrd fan. I am not getting rid of it because I don't like it. Okay, huge Wandrd fan. Mookie's saying hello to Peter. Peter's saying howdy back. Uh, Carlos made it. I absolutely love your new channel, dude. I have not gotten around to having time to watch more than one of the videos, but I love what you're doing. Peter and I talked earlier in the week, and I said, man, Carlos has hit a home run with that one. I do not know what Bushido means, and I have not had time to look it up. I will, but if you could do a really quick explanation, that'd be great. Hey, what's up, everyone? Hope all is well this holiday season. Great to see you back, Sly. Yes, I am very happy to be back. I am already scheduled my next trip, but it won't be for after the first year. Let's put it that way. So, and Mookie's saying hello to you, Carlos. And Peter's saying, shh, my camera is speaking. So, okay. So I got a couple of new things this week, and one of them is thanks to Randy. He recommended a long time ago. He probably doesn't even remember, but he recommended this little bitty tripod that at the time I was using my Manfrotto Pixies, and I love these. I have like 4 of them because I love these so much. But now that I have kind of switched gears, and I'm pretty much exclusively using the DJI extended. It's not a tripod, it's a pole, right? Kind of extends out and what have you. I have 3 or 4 of these made by Insta360, but the DJI just fits my hand better. I don't know. It's just the way it feels. So I love this one. But if you look at the bottom, there's nothing here to like set it down. And while I was in Las Vegas, I had a couple of occasions that I wanted to set it down. Yeah, no, because when you set it down, you have to get it just balanced just ever. And it never felt secure enough for me to let my hand off of it, like the camera would fall over or something. So yeah, that didn't happen. So anyway, Randy recommended this little tripod, like forever ago. And so when I got home, I looked into it, and it's made by ZDO. See if that'll focus. And it's just this little bitty, little nothing. But when you screw it on the bottom, guess what? Now you have legs. Legs are always good. And now you can set your camera down and voila, it's not going anywhere. And it's small enough that it doesn't take up any room in the bag. If I can get the legs back down. You can loosen them. It came with a Allen, I don't know where it is. I was playing with it earlier. Came with an Allen key. So you can loosen them a little bit, but I kind of like them, the fact that they're tight, they're not going to go anywhere. And so this now has opened up a whole new thing. I don't always have to be holding the camera. So that's fantastic. Now, as I told you guys, I don't know if I told you last week or the week before. I was kind of in a hurry last week, but I got the mic mini from DJI and I love it. Okay. It is like the next best thing since sliced bread with the DJI camera. Okay. And as I understand, it would be a home run with the Pocket 3 as well. Pocket 3, if you get the creator kit, I think it comes with the DJI Mic 2, which is a phenomenal microphone. It's got the 32-bit internal recording, yada, yada, yada. It's great. Okay, all that stuff. But if you're just wanting something like small and it's just you, the Mic Mini is a fantastic microphone. It sounds incredible with DJI products. It doesn't sound so good with Apple products. Unless you have, if you buy the whole kit and you plug the receiver into your phone, then it totally negates everything I've just said. But if you try to hook it up via Bluetooth to your phone, not so good. So if you're buying the whole kit and you've got the receiver and you plug the receiver in, yes, it's going to knock it out of the park. I don't have the receiver because I bought these to go with my Osmo Action camera. I don't really need the receiver. And if I still have my camera, I don't. Sorry. That was another thing I wanted. I don't know if any of you guys have an Osmo Action, but whatever. To plug a microphone in here, you have to take the door off. Okay. This little door raises up and the part that's got the red on it, this comes off, and now your camera is not waterproof. So I'm thrilled. The 4 and the 5 both have the Bluetooth connectivity, and the mic sounds great on both of them. It really improves the already good audio quality that's built in. So I was thrilled. I didn't need a receiver. It's just one less thing I have to plug in. The cameras will stay waterproof. I mean, it was just, for me, it was a win-win-win all the way around, right? But if you're using your phone, you need the receiver. Okay, now you're starting to get up into a little bit of money. I think it's like 90 bucks for the receiver and one transmitter for the mini. So, and I thought, I have a microphone that makes the iPhone sound really, really good. It's the Ulanzi J12, which comes with a non-powered transmitter. This part plugs into your phone. Now, here's a caveat. If you have a case on your phone, like I do, it's not long enough to plug in. So you do have to have an extender to plug into it. And then you just plug this in, and you're good to go. And these little microphones are so tiny. They're not as tiny as the mini, but they are so tiny that they're really unobtrusive. So, I mean, if you put it on They don't have the magnet, so you have to clip them on. But they're so unobtrusive that hardly anybody sees them, right? And these run like $39 for two transmitters and a receiver. Now the receiver's not powered, so it never runs out of juice. The mics don't last that long. I think they're like 5 hours. But honestly, guys, I've been making videos for 4 years and I have never done a 5-hour video. So now I know Peter did a 7-hour live stream, but I don't think he's ever made a 5-hour video. So when they rate these things as, this thing will run for 11 hours, who is going to record for 11 hours? Not this girl, right? So this is a viable option. It comes in a 2-mic kit and a single mic kit, and they both sound identical. I tried them both out. I'm sure my neighbor, if they could see me, they would think I was a lunatic because I'm out, trying this mic from this set and this mic from this set, and then coming back out with my action camera with this mic, and I know they think I'm a Fruit Loop, but that's okay. I have been called worse. Now, I will say that these mics will not work with the action camera. So it all depends on what gear you have, because I did try these. Now, I got the Lightning because I have the old style iPhone. So it has can we see it? It has that Lightning adapter. There we go. And the action camera is a USB-C. And I have an adapter. Takes the Lightning to USB-C. These will not work in the action camera. So it really does. It's a very frustrating. I just kind of want everything to work together, right? And I'm not getting it. So those are for my cell phone, because my little DJI mics don't work with my cell phone. Those don't work with my action camera, so I have my action camera set over here. So it's just all in what you have and kind of build on that, right? Now, if you don't have a camera that has Bluetooth, you're going to have to get the receiver pretty much to any mic you have. Apparently, these do not work with any USB-C or any Lightning. Well, yeah, they don't work with any USB-C, because my action cameras have USB-C for the microphone. I don't know. I don't think any of the cameras do yet. I think they are all the 3.5 millimeter TRS connector, which all of the DJI transmitters you can plug them into a camera. So that's a plus. So it all kind of depends. Mr. Lazuka shoots with his phone, and so these Ulanzi J12s would be perfect for him. Now I do have, because Ulanzi just came out with their little mini, I do have it on the way, and we'll see if it's strictly for the phone or if it can be for the phone and the action camera. We'll see, and I'll let you know. So Carlos is saying, Peter, and hello, Mookie. And Randy is saying ZDO is all metal and have rubber feet to keep it from slipping. Yes, I don't know if that's really metal. Let's see. I have a magnet around here somewhere. Ha 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 ha. Yeah. I don't think mine is metal, Randy. I think it's plastic. Because the microphone is not, or the magnet is not. Oh, it does there it went. It grabbed immediately onto the screw. But I think these are either aluminum or plastic. They feel robust, and I really can't tell. It may be an aluminum, but a magnet won't stick to it. So there's that, which is fine. I don't need a magnet to stick to it, and it does feel very robust. Mookie said, lunatics unite, right? Yeah, I do kind of feel like that sometimes, Mookie. Randy says, have you tried to pair it with Bluetooth? tried to pair the microphone, the DJI mics with the Bluetooth on the phone? Yes, I did. And it sounded atrocious. I would not even begin to recommend hooking the DJI mics up via Bluetooth to your cell phone. If you want to use it for the cell phone, you're gonna have to get the transmitter. And it's funny because DJI knows that. They even show it in their ads that they use the transmitter when hooking up to the cell phone. If it wasn't a thing, wouldn't they show that, hey, these are, from what I found, these are the only microphones that support Bluetooth. So obviously they know that via Bluetooth on your phone, it doesn't sound good. But I guess that's we're keeping that a secret, right? Yes, TRRS connection is what you need with a cell phone that supports that. My cell phone does not. It only has the lightning input. Whether it's for charging or whatever you want to do with it, it only, like plugging the transmitter in, it only has the lightning input. It does not have a headphone jack. It does not have a TRRS. But if you're using I believe a Samsung or Google Pix or any of those cell phones, then yes, absolutely. And there is the man of the hour. I was just talking about you, Lewis. Hello, Sly and friends. How was Vegas? Hope you enjoyed. I did. I had a wonderful time. I was ready to come home because after a while you miss sleeping in your own bed. I don't know what it is, because my friend had a very, very comfortable guest room. I just missed my own bed. So I was glad to be home. And my little man was very happy to see me too. Lewis says, "Hi, Randy. Thanks for your help." And he says, "I definitely use my phone, Sly." Yes. So for you, I don't know what kind of phone you have, but these J12s come in Lightning and USB-C. I think there was something proprietary about the dual set, I think. And so it wouldn't let me leave a link to that, but it would let me leave a link to the single and the doubles on the same page. So, and these are really reasonably priced. And the audio quality is amazing. This was the one, I did a video on this like a year or two ago, and where I set my cell phone on the truck and then I walked all the way back to the curb and all the way back, and it sounded ridiculously good, right? I just don't film with my cell phone that much. So Randy's saying hey to Lewis, or that's probably thank you. Peter's saying, "Hey Lewis, I decided you are buying the E10 Mark II. Does it have Bluetooth?" Peter did make a really good point, because he and I were talking about how invested I am in the Canon ecosystem. And I am I am. Everything, I've sold pretty much everything but the two M6 Mark IIs, and I have tons of lenses for those. And he kind of pointed out, how many of them do you actually use? Okay, you probably use, like, I have an 11-22 for when I'm doing this. And then I have a kind of a zoom that I think goes to 80 millimeters or something. And that's pretty much all those are the two that you use the most, right? So in jumping ship from Canon and going to Sony, which honestly, and this, I'm just going to give it to you straight, guys. You can love me or hate me, either however you think. If somebody didn't have a camera at all and they were just starting out, I would highly recommend Sony over Canon. And I'm a Canon fangirl, so take it for what it is. But I think Sony has made more progress in a shorter amount of time, and Canon is kind of sitting on its name. So that's great. When you've built up your name and you've got it out there, I think Canon excelled in film cameras. And this is just, like I said, my opinion. Y'all don't have to share it. But I think if someone was starting out with a brand new camera, they didn't have any lenses, they didn't have anything, I think Sony is the way to go. There, I've said it. And then Peter pointed out, how many lenses do you actually really use on a day-to-day basis? Probably 1 or 2. So it's not like, okay, I have 11 lenses for Canon. Now, they do make an adapter for to go from the E to the, from the Sony E mount to the Canon EFS mount. They do make an adapter. So some of my lenses would still be valid. But really, how many? I'd end up buying 1 or 2 lenses probably, and that would be it. That would be plenty. Now, the second reason I'm kind of a Canon fangirl is I'm very, very, very familiar with their menu system, which they really don't change from camera to camera. So if I pick up any Canon camera, I'm pretty much going to know how to navigate through their menu system. The only Sony camera I have is the ZV-1 that's above us, and I absolutely hate its menu system. It's nothing like Canon. It's very hard for me to navigate through it because I'm not familiar with it. And because it caused anxiety and frustration that I couldn't find the things I was looking for, and so it got delegated to an overhead cam. Sorry, Sony. But I still would recommend Sony over Canon because I really don't care for any of the cameras that Canon has come out with in the last 3 or 4 years. And Sony has got some very good cameras that I like, and they're not expensive. They're not in the $2,000 or $3,000 price range, and so it's a very viable option for somebody that's just wanting to get into photography. I was talking to a friend of mine today who has shot Canon for the last 20 years, and she loves Canon, and I almost converted her. So watch out, Canon. Sony's biting at your tail. And Lewis says, Peter, I agree. He does like the E10 Mark II. Peter says, aw, shucks, I thought I was going to get an argument. Yeah, no. When has Lewis ever argued with you, Peter? It's not going to happen. Mookie's saying hello to Lewis. And there's Mr. Camera Junkie. Hey, everyone. How are you doing tonight, sir? How is that adorable son of yours? I cannot believe he is 9 years old. Wow. That just is incredible. I remember when he was, he would have been about 5? Yeah. So that is just incredible. It's also incredible that we've been doing this. Now, I haven't been live streaming, but we have all known each other for at least 4 years, which just, time is flying. Lewis says, thank you, Sly, for sharing your joy with us. I enjoy the Vegas streams. Welcome home. Thank you very much. I did go out and try to take some pictures of Vegas. It wasn't, in my opinion, it was not something I would want to watch. I ended up too close to downtown, and they were doing so much construction, and it was so noisy. And even if I delete the sound and do a voiceover, the pictures just weren't that great. I was trying to get about half a mile away so I could show like the amazing dome and all this stuff, and it just didn't happen. So, yeah, it is what it is. I believe Scott wants to do a meetup in Las Vegas, so we may get to see it live and in person. Lewis says, Peter, I need DJI as well to join Sly. Yeah, right? right now you can pick up a 4, an Osmo Action 4 for, I think it was like $200. It was like stupid cheap. Now, I will say that in the car, I kind of did a Randy thing, and I put the camera on this tripod and I set it on the dash, and where I could kind of hold on to it, aimed it out the window. And in the warm Vegas sun, the camera did get hot, but it never shut off. So there is that. I didn't have my 4 with me, or I would have tried it, because it was a very interesting experiment. I've only had the 4 overheat on me one time, and I have used it quite a bit. But I've never had it running for like 30 minutes at a time. So, yeah, there's that. But you can pick up a 4 right now, which allows you to hook up one Bluetooth transmitter. The 5 allows you to do 2. So 1 on the 4, 2 on the 5. But if you can save that kind of money, the 4 is a really good camera. Peter says, Lewis, you need to start watching Carlos's new channel. Yes, you do. Everybody does. This is the best new channel that I have found in a very long time. Carlos, you are doing a fantastic job. It's what everybody needs to hear. I cannot give you enough kudos. So I have told everybody about it, right? It's a fantastic, I love what you're doing. Yeah, let's just leave it at that, because you're doing a marvelous, I cannot give you enough stars. You get 10 stars on this one, buddy. Anyway, what did Peter say? Sorry, I got sidetracked. You need to start watching Carlos's new channel. It is, I don't know what the second word means, so it's hard for me to have it stick in my mind. Boca Bushido. What does Bushido mean? I will look it up eventually. Okay, back to Peter. Where's Peter? Okay. It will be awesome information for you, my friend, to help set your mind in a better position about photography. Really good stuff. It is really good stuff. If I had a Cities Gaw, that would be the one I would be telling everybody about, because his message is what everybody needs to hear. It really hit home with me. And as you guys know, I haven't put out a video in a while. It seemed like as soon as I quit work, everybody knew I quit work, and so they assume I'm not doing anything. And so they want me to do this, and this person wants me to do this, and it seemed like every single day I was doing something for somebody else. Now it has slowed down, and so I will start making videos again. But man, the first couple of months, it seemed like every day somebody wanted me to do something, and I didn't get videos made. I made some. I never had time to edit them. So I will start putting videos back up. But Carlos's message is amazing. It speaks to the heart. Lewis says, thank you, Peter. I definitely need to learn a new perspective. Lewis, I think you would really benefit. They're not long videos. He's very engaging, and it's very easy to watch him. So go subscribe right now. Go Boca. Carlos, you're gonna kill me with this last word. Boca Bushido. Bushido. Lewis, go find them right now and subscribe after you've hit the like button for me. Okay? All right, where was I? I lose track of myself. Carlos is saying hey to Lewis, Mr. Camera Junkie. And Mookie is saying, Canon or Sony? I could never hate you. I prefer Nikon. Peter is the voice of reason. Well, it is true. You don't have to have a plethora of lenses for every camera you own. I got kind of involved in the M system because of its size, and I love it. I have 3 M system cameras, and I just started buying lenses, right? And so I have like I can't even tell you what they all are. I have a 11 to 22. I believe the 22 is an M. I have a 24, but I think that's an EFS. But it's still a pancake lens. I love, absolutely adore the pancake lenses. Even if you have to put an adapter on them, they're still super small, which is good. Because if you want to put them, I have a little, it's like a fleece-lined, almost like a pocket. And I just put them in there. And then you can put them in your backpack, or if you have a pocket, you can put them in your pocket. I mean, they're fantastic. But I love the M system because it is so small. They haven't made an R camera yet that is as small as the M cameras. Now, when they do, okay, it might spark my interest. I'm kind of immersed now in the DJI system, which I really, really like because it's waterproof. And you guys know me pretty well. I tend to act before I think. And so I may get up of a morning and go out in my pajamas and shoot something. Right? I mean, you just never know with me. I am very impulsive, and I tend to just go and do without thinking. And so I like the fact that the action cameras are waterproof, and I love the fact that you don't have to take that door off to make them non-waterproof to put a microphone on them. That just like, if I could have asked somebody to make the perfect system for me. Now, the only thing they don't do is they don't zoom. Okay, give and take, give and take. I got waterproof. I don't got zoom. But with the M cameras, they're so small that if I'm not going to be around any water at all, no chance of being around any water at all, then yes, I may take one of the M cameras out, because I do have some zoom functionality with those. And there are times where you do need to zoom in on something to kind of get your point across, right? So I need both. Let's just put it at that. But I did look, and I cannot hook up the Bluetooth microphone to either of my M cameras. Now, having said that, I actually have the original DJI mic that I use with the M cameras, and it still sounds really good. Personally, I like it better than the M2 black version, because the M2 black version, is it called it's not called the M2. I'm sorry. The Mic 2 black version is kind of a see-through case, which apparently appeals to a lot of younger people. My son thought it was absolutely rad, fantastic. He's like, I can't believe you don't like that. Yeah, no, it's not a huge fan. I got it in the white because it is not translucent. If you get the whole set, it only comes in black. So there's that. But I have the original, which is not translucent, and it hooks up to the M cameras, and it still sounds amazing. So I really don't need to upgrade for that. The reason I bought the mic transmitter by itself is because it would hook up Bluetooth to the action cameras. Peter says, the new Nikon Z50 Mark II is a super nice new camera, Mookie. I have never, even back when I was shooting film, I don't know anything about Nikon. It was always kind of there, right? I mean, it's a major player, and it was always there, but it was always Canon. So, like I said, I've been a Canon fangirl for 40 years. You're not going to, like, it's instilled in me, right? Nikon was always more for photography, for the professional photographer, and Canon was always more, in my opinion, was marketed towards the non-professional. And believe me, I am a non-professional. I've gotten lucky with some shots, and I've taken a couple of really, really good shots. But if you look at how many good shots I took versus how many not so good shots I took, or very average shots, I only have a couple that were outstanding. And that was back in the film days, right? So I consider myself very much a non-professional, and Nikon to me was always for the professional. They always seemed like they were higher priced, and I just wanted something that I could afford, that I could take pictures of my kids with. So that's kind of what got me started in the whole camera thing. Was every mom wants to take pictures of her kids. You know, kids are cute when they're little for a reason. Then they grow up. Peter says, true, Canon's menu has been very similar over the years. Use one, you've used them all. Yes, I can pick up any Canon camera and I feel completely at home and at ease. There is no anxiety, no frustration as to how to get through their menu systems. So, yeah, sorry, Sony. Can't really say that about Sony, right? But from what I understand, the new Sony cameras have an easier to use menu system. So there is that. Mookie says, agreed, Peter. It's their best mirrorless crop sensor right now. It's their best mirrorless crop sensor right now. Oh, the Nikon. Yes. I adore, if I was going to jump ships and not go to Sony, I adore Randy's Panasonic cameras. The S9. I just think that is the sexiest camera ever. I would love to have one of those. Again, I have no lenses for that camera, but there's just something about that camera, and I think he's got it in at least 2 colors. I think it comes in a plethora of colors, but I adore that little camera. Every time he shows a picture of it, I'm like, ooh, do I need one of those? And the logical side of me says, no, you don't, like a hole in the head. You do not need that camera. But I really, really like the looks of it. I don't know anything about the Panasonic menu system. Zilch, not a thing. Never had a Panasonic camera. But Randy makes it look easy. Randy says, Sony menus have too many options. Yes, and it's very frustrating when you know what you're looking for and you can't find it. It's like, really? So whenever, one of my frustrations and one of the reasons I bought this camera was I was using my M6s to film my live stream, and every time I would want to take a camera somewhere, I had to take it off clean HDMI out because some of the functions don't work when you're in clean HDMI. So I know exactly right where to go. It's not a mystery. Like I said, I'm very calm, cool, and collected about the whole procedure. And then when I get back, I just put it back on clean HDMI out and I'm good to go. But it was a hassle having to reset everything every time. So I got this camera, which is dedicated to nothing but this. And I think it does a really good job. It was not an expensive camera. But I really do like the look of the S9. So there's that. Peter says, not only is Aiden 9 and large, but he is filled with concrete. I almost went to the ground when I picked him up. Aiden is Lewis's workout gym. Yes, very much so. It's amazing. I just, from the time he was, 5? The boy has grown 2 feet. He is so long now. It just blows my mind. And at 5, they've lost their toddler look, so he's always looked like a little boy, but now he's entering that big kid. So you've got little kid, big kid, teenager, adult, and he is entering into that big kid look. And I love seeing pictures of him. Lewis, you're doing a fantastic job, Dad. So keep it up. Peter says, with Sony menus, you will be growing into that camera for the next 5 years. Yeah, right? I think you can give somebody too many options and it causes anxiety. Right? When you go to a restaurant and there's, 200 choices, how long does it take to read the menu? Versus if you go in and it says, you can have a burger, you can have a hot dog. What do you want? So Canon's not that simplistic, but it basically is so much easier for me to navigate through a Canon menu. Randy says Bushido means the code of honor and morals developed by the Japanese samurai. Thank you, Randy. See, now it's in my head. I like that. The code of honor and morals. Now, I believe the samurais killed themselves. Did they not? Am I thinking of something else? But I think a samurai would kill himself at some point. Not really sure about that. I could be completely wrong about that. But that's what is in my memory banks. Something along those lines. Lewis says, have a wonderful evening, my friends. Love you all. Thank you. Lewis, I'm so glad you were here. Thank you so much. And, dude, after the live stream, put a comment below which of these you would like. The fanny pack, the shoulder bag, or the travel dock. Oh, you're in Canada. Ooh. Can you get U.S. mail? You have a P.O. box down here somewhere? Oh, man. I forgot you were in Canada. Randy saying ciao to Lewis. And Lewis is saying send the link. The link for what? I don't know what that's in reference to. I'm sorry. Randy says, I'm always getting up doing the same thing. Tried the OM Systems TG7 today, which is weather and waterproof. I did not like the picture quality though. So yeah, the TG7, I looked at that way back when I was looking at the original Osmo Action. And number one, in comparison to the Osmos, it's bigger. Number two, I really thought the picture quality on the Osmo was better than on the TG7. So at the time, I think, I could be wrong, but at the time the TG7 was branded Olympus. I think now it's OM Systems, which, same thing, but you know what I'm saying. Because it's been a minute. It's a little bit ago. But the Osmo just has always had a pretty good picture. And it has the incredible image stabilization, and so I don't have to worry about that. So, and I believe at the time, I could be wrong about this, I think at the time though that the Osmo was less expensive than the TG7. So between all those factors, the fact that it was a bigger form factor, it's still waterproof, and I think it's shock resistant. I think you can drop it and it's supposed to be shock and dirt resistant and all this good stuff. So it does have some good qualities, but for me, the Osmo beat it out. So Carlos says, I've combined bokeh and Bushido. Bokeh, the art of focus and beauty. I really wish that would stop. Oh, yes, I have raccoons that are setting off my alarm system. I've combined bokeh and Bushido. Bokeh, the art of focus and beauty. Bushido, the discipline of purpose and mastery. Okay? Together they create a way of life for the creative warrior. That's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. You are doing phenomenal with that channel, and I hope that it is growing exponentially. Uh, Today I was going to work on YouTube stuff, and I got asked to go do something for a friend, and guess what? Where I went. Carlos says I subscribed. Um, Peter, you're a wrench. Can you put a link to Carlos's Boca Bushido in there, please? I don't think Carlos can because he's not a mod, but I think you can, Peter. So if you would, and if I knew how to do that, I would. I might be able to. Uh, Somebody might have to walk me through that one. But um, yes, everyone should subscribe because it is a powerful, wonderful message. So, uh, Carlos says, and what Randy said. Yeah, Randy is rarely wrong. Has anyone noticed that? He actually thinks before he speaks, which is something that I aspire to, right? Randy says older cameras may not have the latest Bluetooth to work with the mic, even if it's supposed to be backwards compatible. Um, None. My cameras are not that old, but they don't have Bluetooth. They have Wi-Fi, but they don't have Bluetooth. So, and Randy says, I got the three of them. Oh my goodness. Midnight blue, crimson red, and mint green. Wow. Bought the 18 to 40 and got the 26 pancake lens. The 26 pancake lens was free with the S9 mint green camera through Panasonic. Okay. Yeah, the midnight blue I think is just that's the one I would get. The crimson red would probably come in a close second because I think that's a ridiculous pretty color. I have not seen the mint green. Somehow I've missed those. I'm sure you've made a video out about them, but I have not really had time to watch YouTube in a minute. Excuse me. Mm. The a lady I was staying with did not have Wi-Fi, and so she does have cable, and so we watched a lot of cable shows. Got to watch a lot of Christmas movies, which I don't normally do. Carlos says, "How are those world famous Peter Gray cookies coming along, Peter?" He showed me a picture, and then he ate them. So I don't know if he's made any more. So don't tell anybody he ate the cookies. There's Roy. Good day, Sly. Good day, Roy. How are you, sir? Uh, I came on at my normal time tonight, so everything's kind of back to normal. Last week was just kind of a fluke. I was really worried that I was going to get chased out. Um, I had a one person's permission, but not the other person's permission. So yeah, I was a little nervous about that. Randy says I already put a link where I see it. Okay, just type Bushido Boca. I think it's Boca Bushido. I'm pretty sure. And select yes. But if you see that purple little icon, you know you're in the right place. And when you see Carlos, you found it. And just subscribe, turn on the notifications so you don't miss anything, right? Because it is a wonderful really powerful message. So thank you, Carlos, for doing that. There it is. Right there, folks. It won't let me click on it. I don't know. Maybe it'll let you guys. In your YouTube search, yes. Oh, there you go. Maybe that? It's one of those two. It's either at boca.bushido or that really long thing. Peter says, that's the link to Carlos's channel. Thank you so much for doing that. Yes. Because number one, we need to support each other. But number two, it's a fantastic message that he's sending out. And I think everybody could benefit from hearing it. So thank you. Yeah, it's just, I know I needed to hear it, and maybe the rest of you guys do too. So yeah, it's just amazing. But I think, guys, I think that's all I got tonight. I will be putting out a really short video about the giveaway. And sorry, Roy, it's only open to the continental US because of shipping. Yeah, shipping to outside of the US is extraordinary, right? And I believe that includes Alaska and Hawaii. So, continental US. Yeah. Uh, it's just, it's a money thing. You know, I can't afford to pay $60 for shipping to outside the US, and so it's strictly a money thing on my part. But anyway, guys, I'll be doing a quick little video probably Thursday, just kind of showing the three things, thanking you guys. You guys have been with me since the get-go, week in and week out. When I took a month off, you were still there when I came back. Thank you guys. You guys really, you're kind of the reason I do this every week, because I really look forward to talking to you guys, seeing what you guys have got going on, and you guys are my friends, right? So thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And we made it. I can't tell you how, yeah, once it hit 1,000, YouTube started dumping all this stuff on me that I have to do this and I have to do that and all this stuff, paperwork stuff. And I am not good at paperwork. Anybody that knows me, I will procrastinate until the very last possible moment, and then I'll still try to get somebody else to do it for me. It's just my personality. But I got everything done. So, yeah, everything should be good to go. We'll say a little prayer. But I will see you guys next week. I love you all. Have a fantastic week. I hope everybody's getting their Christmas shopping out of the way early. I had to go to the store, like to the mall, to pick up an order, and the crowds were horrendous. So I do not recommend waiting too long. If you can order everything and get it shipped to your door, save yourself the frustration and anxiety of being out in the crowds. Now, some people might like that. I don't know. I'm not one of them. I like, when I shop, I like there to be just me, maybe one or two other people, and that's it. And that is not what I saw when I went to the mall the other day. So thankfully, I just was running in to pick up an order that I had already ordered and had to pick up at the store. And it should have been seamless. You just run into the pickup desk, pick it up, and leave. But there was a line even at the pickup desk. So, yeah. But I do hope everybody is well on their way to having their Christmas underway. I'm going to put my big tree up this week, and Christmas is underway, right? So everybody have a fantastic week. Lewis says, thank you, my friends. I don't know what I'd do without you. Same here, Lewis. I love you all so very much. Let me know if you have a P.O. box in the States. And Peter says, see y'all next Tuesday. Sweet dreams and sleep tight. Peter, you will see us Friday. Unless you know something I don't. And Roy says, Santa won't visit you this Christmas if you wear that shirt. Yeah, well, it's like the 20-something days of Christmas, and I have a Christmas shirt for every day. So it's going to be something different every day. But I love you guys. Have a great week, and I will see you next Tuesday. Good night, everybody.